Hello everyone, this is Mopbot. This is a response video. This is actually my first response video, and this is the slime block powered tree farm. This is a Mumbo Jumbo design, and in his last tutorial where he showed this off, he said to the community, if you can make it smaller, please do. That's exactly what I've done. You can see here is the world download. This is the one that he has built, and then I rebuilt it over here and then made my tweaks on this one. So if we go over here, you can just see how it works. You place the sapling here when it grows, um, it gets powered, and then all these pistons fire and it pushes off into a giant block. Well, I've made three changes to it. Two are much smaller than the last one, so I'll start with those. The first one is the input. So this is a little block checker here. Whenever there's a block here, the signal goes through it and then goes into the redstone line. And he had it previously powered from back here, which meant there always had to be a wooden block here, and I've made that little change over here. So now it's a redstone block with redstone dust on top of it that goes into the repeater and then fires the pistons the same way. So with that, you don't need to have these blocks here. It can always just be air, which means that you can chop down those last few blocks. Over here, you can see that underneath it, he had the redstone block there with the repeater on it, so I'm going to guess that he was thinking of doing that and just never did it in the world download. The next part that I changed is this block's right here. There's 3 obsidian and that iron block. It's not a huge change, it's probably much smaller than the last one, but that can actually just be air. It just saves on a little bit of obsidian, so those are pretty much useless. He had those there so that the slime block wouldn't grab them and wouldn't get stuck out here, but they can just be air. They can also be furnaces, but air is a lot easier to do. And then the final part, which is the large part, is this entire pink section back here. There's tons of repeaters and some timing right there, and then a lot of redstone. And I changed that over here. I got rid of this pink section right here that was the timing, and then made the pink section over here that was the piston powering much simpler. I also pushed it up a block, because you can see on here it just repeaters run into the pistons, and that's how they're all powered. But on mine it is at this height, which means that it can bud power this one. At this one it'll power this one, bud power this one, and at this height it will power this one and bud power that one. So it's one block thinner here and gets rid of tons of repeaters, and it works much the same as his old tree farm. So when blocks get pushed along here, they get to this block, and then this powers and pushes all the pistons out. So if you look at it from this perspective, so they all got fired out like that, and they get pushed into a giant block over here. This one works very similar. If you get your block there, it then pushes it out like that, and it will keep pushing it out until it fills, and then this block of wood will come here, and then this piston will have too much weight on it to push, so it won't fire, and then the next time this line of blocks will get pushed out to this height, or this distance, and then get pushed along in this block, and it goes row by row in this direction. This one goes row by row in this direction. So again, so that goes out like that, and then we'll push it into the same block. It's about the same efficiency, but it cuts down on a lot of the repeaters and the redstone along the back. Unfortunately, I could not make this part, which is where most of the bulkiness occurs, smaller. I played around with some different ideas, and I just really couldn't find anything that worked well. So, this has been Mopbot, and I'm out.